Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. If you didn't know by now, my name is Diana, aka Chef D, and today we are learning how to make a coconut braised chicken recipe. Now what I love about this is that we are literally cooking down some spices and leveling this braised chicken up with spices like cinnamon, ginger powder, paprika, and some other little things that are really gonna make this dish really special and just so flavorful. I can't even explain to you the creaminess and the spiciness until you guys make it. So guys, please, if you do like this video, give me a big like, a big share, and a big subscribe. And please don't forget to hit that notification button because y'all know I'm bringing to you videos every single week. Let's get rolling. Let's begin by gathering all of our ingredients together. So onions, peppers, jalapeno, garlic, scallions, bay leaves, thyme. And let's begin with our chicken portion. The chicken thighs should be bone-in, skinless, and also make sure to pat them dry before we start heavily seasoning them. The reason I honestly go for bone-in chicken is because that really just brings out an amazing flavor whenever you're biting into that chicken. Now let's start heavily. When I mean heavily, we're going to be heavily seasoning this chicken with paprika, salt, and pepper. Now this is obviously to your liking, but we're going heavy here because this seasoning process, it's what's actually going to give that oil, that flavor, and that color that we're looking for. In a large saucepan or skillet, add in your oil of choice and turn your stovetop to a medium-high heat. Once the oil heats up, please don't let it get smoky. Add in your seasoned chicken thighs and sear them on each side. Honestly, I would say approximately 6 minutes on each side. Why? Because this is the trick for the chicken to really get done cooking with half the time, and for the end of the dish not to have that much grease when serving up the coconut sauce. And now I will leave you with a little bit of frying ASMR. Now, since we have that side seared, we want to just flip everything over to the other side and get that chicken nice and seared. Like I said, anywhere from 5 to 6 minutes. We want to make sure that the chicken is a little bit cooked because this will make a whole lot of difference at the end of the sauce. Once seared, transfer them to a plate and just set aside so we can get started on the veggie portion of this recipe. Remember, we're still going to be using the same pan. Automatically turn down your stovetop to a medium to medium low heat and add in your sliced and prepped up onions, red or green bell peppers, minced jalapeno, stir, and I would say add about 1/4 teaspoon of salt or maybe like a little pinch of salt. The reason we're doing this is because we want to get those veggies nice and glossy without burning. Now for your spices. Really important: ginger powder, cinnamon powder, clove powder. We're going to be adding all of these spices into our veggie mix. Now, this step is really important because we need to cook up those powders and those amazing, beautiful flavors. This is really crucial. This is not about just putting in the powders and letting it go. No, you need to fry it up a little bit first. Next, we're going to be adding, like you saw, garlic, tomatoes, and scallions. These are the most tender vegetables, and these are the vegetables that we least want to cook down so they don't get brown. And add in your salt, pepper. Now, the reason I'm adding salt and pepper is because not only do we want those vegetables a little bit glossy, but we also want to see a little bit of that evaporation. Next, add in your full fat coconut milk. Yes, it needs to be full fat for that amazing flavor. Obviously, the chicken is skinless, so we're saving up our calories, I guess, in that. Next, we're adding our ketchup. Now, the reason I add ketchup is because I am not a fan of tomato paste, and I am not a fan of putting sugar in my sauce. So this is a win-win for me. Ketchup is sweet, it's also acidic, and it has that pinch of color that I'm looking for. Next, we're adding in our chicken. Obviously, add in those beautiful juices, and we are going to be cooking this and adding my favorite kind of herbs, and that is bay leaves and thyme leaves. At this point of the cooking, taste as you go. If it needs more salt, add more salt. If it needs more pepper, add more pepper. And flip the chicken over so we can have every single part of that chicken with that beautiful creamy coconut sauce. Next, pop down your lid and turn down your stove to a low heat. Let this cook anywhere from 30 to 40 minutes. Once this gets cooked, make sure you remove that bay leaf and that thyme leaf, because the last thing you want to do is be serving that when you're serving it to your guests or to your family. The last thing you want to do is squeeze a bit of lime juice on top, and what this does is it's really going to balance out that dish from that creaminess. Next, we're going to be sprinkling chopped cilantro or chopped parsley to your liking, and that's it. Look at this beautiful creamy chicken. I mean, this is a beautiful one pan creamy meal that is just excellent. Now, I love serving this with arroz de fideo and obviously a little bit of fried buttered up plantains, as you see in the video, but this is up to you, and I would literally serve this with anything. It doesn't necessarily have to be with this, but this is traditionally how I love serving it. So from here on out, I will leave you with the food porn. Enjoy, guys.
I'm gonna tell you that I love you 100 times a day. You'll get tired of my voice, that's how much I'm gonna tell you that I'll miss you. I'll miss you if you go. Yes, I'm gonna let you know just how much. Tell you that I need you. I need you every day. You'll get weary of my touch. That's how much I'm gonna tell you that I want you. I wanna let you.
So now we're back for the taste testing. My favorite part, the spices, that coconut. I just smell everything. Like, it's incredible. Those flavors, honestly, I don't know if it's just the coconut and the spices mixed together. I can truly say that this is one of those dishes that will be with me, I think, for probably the rest of my life, because it is just such an easy, useful recipe. And as you guys saw, it was super simple, super quick, super easy. But right now, like, my palate, all I'm really getting, I feel a lot of like cinnamon, clove, and then coconut. And what I love about the coconut is that when you sear the chicken first, all the way at the end, when you put that coconut cream milk, you're not gonna get a lot of oil. What you're gonna get is more creaminess. That's the trick. It's to sear as much as you can out of the chicken before adding it to the braising process. Just a little tip. So guys, hopefully you like this recipe. Remember, if you did, don't forget to give this video a big like and a big share and a big subscribe. And I will see you next week. Ciao.